In this episode of Pickleball Breakdown, Alex and I discuss Ernies and islands, Pilates, squats, frying pans, fly swatters. Let's see, did I forget anything? Oh yeah, pickleball. Confused? Don't worry, we'll break it down. Here's how this works. You send us highlights, great plays, good plays, and not so good plays. With the help of Coach Alex Fox, we break it down. You learn, we watch, and we all get better. This is Pickleball Breakdown.
Did you have anything that stuck out to you with this?
I have a few things. 34 shots in the rally, so I really like how patient Noah was because he hit the majority of them. In fact, it's 10 straight dinks that he goes through here, going both first to Chris on the left and then to Patrick on the right. So he's moving the ball around a little bit, staying super patient. I really like his footwork. So that's one thing. When you're in a dink battle like that, and this one happened to go 10 straight shots like this, what's the game within the game you're trying to accomplish here?
Usually when you see long extended dink rallies, it's cross court, but in this case, it was straight across the net from one another. So they saw something that they were trying to exploit there. Noah ends up mixing it up and going cross court to Patrick a few times and then going back to Chris again, which is good. I like that movement. I like to get separation and space between my opponents. That's how you end up creating advantage.
Then Chris speeds it up with a cross-court backhand. He does get the pop-up, but because that cross-court backhand took him out of position, he wasn't in position to finish it off.
The thing I'm seeing with, was that an Erne attempt? Yeah, it looked like kind of a half-assed Erne.
I don't think he had Erne in his mind. I think he was just trying to avoid the kitchen, is the way I looked at it.
I don't know. I think it kind of looks like he said, if he's coming to me, I'm going to jump it. And then he hesitated, and then he got caught with that.
I just see a sloppy backhand speed up where he was off balance and had to jump across the corner of the kitchen to not to fall. That's what I saw.
Because here's the thing. Like before that, he gets like 10 straight on dinks with Noah.
Yep.
Right across the net. And so he's still thinking like, where can I be aggressive? You can kind of see it. Where can I be aggressive? Then he goes away from him, cross court. Then he goes cross court again. Now when he comes back, he's like, screw this guy. We just did all these dinks in a row, and now I'm going to do that.
Yeah, you're probably right. So he lost the battle of patience there.
I don't necessarily disagree with the mindset because it was a ball that was elevated. He just didn't execute real well. Because to me, if you're going to go for an Erne, you can't hesitate. You just got to go for it, and you want to try to make that a winner. Because if you're not, you're left way out of position, and you put your partner on an island.
Just sit right back and you'll hear a tale.
And that's exactly what he did, is he put his partner on an island there.
I don't think it was necessary for him to run off the court like he did. It was right to him, really. He didn't have to get all fancy with it. And he could have hit a worse shot, honestly. It wasn't a terrible shot that he hit. But that just goes to show, like, always being ready and expecting the fastball. Josh, he was just on that thing. Look how he covers the middle. He squares up to the ball, and he's totally ready. He understands his assignment there.
I thought Josh was just super interesting here in this point. I was just fascinated to watch him. I almost stopped watching the dink battle that was going on to Josh's right because Josh looked so ready. He was just low. He had his paddle up. He looked like he was just a caged tiger ready to pounce.
I have never seen anybody more prepared than my man Josh over there. I love that. He's just daring them to hit him the ball. I love it. He's hungry.
When you're sort of delegated to the sidelines, should Josh be looking for anything that he can pounce on? Should he just do exactly what he's doing, waiting for something to come his way? He was ready. He only got 5 shots in this 34-shot rally, and he made them all count.
So I don't think he can really get more involved.
The only reason why I ask is because he looked like he was so eager, and I wasn't sure if he was looking for something to poach or if he was...
Look at how low he gets. Holy hell. Wow, that's like some Pilates going on. Like, this guy is, damn. Wonder how much this guy can squat.
I couldn't tell you. At least 8 ounces there.
No, I think he did everything right. I think anything more than that would have been pressing the issue. And he just, even to end the point, it was just a good deep top spin roll.
Yeah. He was just real patient.
Something with that, I think it's possible to psych your opponents out of hitting it to you. If you appear super freaking ready like that, and you're just like, I mean, there's nothing there to say, yeah, I should go to this guy right now. It's like, screw that. I don't want any part of this guy, you know?
The last thing I wanted to bring up was Patrick's play. He does a good job right when Chris decides to speed it up with that backhand and he jumps off the court. Now look at Patrick. Patrick immediately spins around and comes back even deeper because he knows that ball's coming back that way, and he's able to stay alive. And Chris does get back onto the court, but he never gets back into the point because Patrick just can't survive there very long.
When Chris goes over to do his backhand attack / half Erne kind of thing, Noah, he should have had the sideline covered, but instead Noah moves towards the middle. And Josh was also filling middle, which is where he should be, but they both ended up in the middle of the court, if you notice that. As Patrick shifts over to fill when Chris is taken off of the court, that sideline of Noah is exposed. All he really needed to do was kind of punch that over there, and it might not have won the point. And I know it was going quick, and there was a million things going through Patrick's head, but that's one of those little opportunities where that could have changed the dynamic and maybe the outcome of the point. Just flipping the script and putting Noah and Josh on defense rather than Chris and Patrick.
Wow, that's really interesting, and just shows you where that sliver of opportunity might be, because you're right. And now that you pointed out, because I've seen this point 30, 40 times, never even noticed that, but Noah and Josh, they're right next to each other. They're practically tapping paddles, and that leaves up a big hole over there.
I just noticed one more thing too.
What's that?
Patrick, he goes with the frying pan backwards fly swatter type backhand. So he actually hit that with the forehand side of his paddle. You see that?
Oh yeah. What did you call it? Frying? Is it, you have your paddle in your hand, right? Is that what I see there? Show me what that is. So what's it called?
So this is the swat here. You come in this way and do this rather than that. You're hitting it with that side of the paddle, and it's harder to control in most situations. That right there, that limits that angle. So that could be why he wasn't able to put it in that spot. Right, yeah. Unfortunately for Chris and Patrick, all they needed was one more shot, and Chris was back into the point. If that one went over the net again, we could have had another 34 shots possibly. So,
all right. If I put you on the spot, is there an MVP of this point?
Ooh, man. You know what? I want to say Josh, just because I love how freaking ready he was at all times. Oh man, that's awesome.
He only had 5 shots.
But he only hit 5 balls. He only hit 5 balls, though, so it's hard to give him the MVP. I'm going to have to give it to my man Noah on this one.
There you go.